Hi guys, it's Justin Webb here. I'm just out in my backyard, just enjoying the views, taking in some sunshine. Obviously, this virus it's a scary thing. America's trying to get over it the best way that they know how and what they think is going to be the best. Some other countries aren't doing it the same way as us, and some are, but there's no right or wrong way. It's just hoping we guess right and that we end up okay in the end. So I'm going to be talking about 5 different things that I think that we all need to do as a society, as a world, to help get us through this the best way possible. Because bottom line is, we're gonna get through this one way or another. At some point, this is going to end. I don't know if that's soon. I don't know how far down the road it is, but we're gonna get through it just like we get through everything else. We have our ups and our downs in our lives. Our country, our world has the same thing. But we need to be doing everything we can to help those around us get through this as easily as possible. So the first point I want to make is to be spreading love and not fear. That is the main problem I see right now, is there's too much fear in our society. Everywhere I look, it's the world's ending, the apocalypse is coming, it's doomsday, we're all going to die, we're going to get sick. But this is the thing, you don't need to be in some high up position to help people. You don't need to have money to help people, because I think just a simple text, a simple phone call to just let people know that you love them, you're thinking about them, you're there for them, I think those are the things that will have a really big impact on those around us. Number 2, don't be selfish. This is driving me absolutely nuts. They're hoarding all the food, they're hoarding all the toilet paper, they're hoarding all the cleaning supplies so that they can look after their families, but what they don't understand is all the extra toilet paper that they're taking is leaving less for other families. All the food they're loading up on just means that there's X amount of families out there that aren't getting their needs met. And I would just call anyone to action that's watching this. If you've hoarded anything, let's do your part by helping society and start to donate that to those around you. We're in a state where people are too afraid, where people don't know what the future holds. All of the food, all of the water, cleaning supplies, anything else that you're hoarding, you are taking that away from other families and you're adding to that fear. And this is something that us as a society, as a country, as a world, we struggle with, is being selfish. It is never a bad thing to think about those around you. Sometimes, and this is one of those times, we need to not be selfish and be more sharing and caring for those around us. That will help lessen that negative impact, that will help lessen the fear, and it will help bring our country right now and our neighborhoods together. Number 3, know the facts. Get your information from outlets that actually know what they're talking about. And I'm not even talking about news outlets. Go straight to government websites. Go straight to the CDC. Because even a lot of news out there, they're very biased. And they are very fear-driven because they know if something scares someone, they're more likely to click on that and read about it. And so know the facts of the coronavirus. Know the facts of what's happening and go straight to the source. Because 90% of the stuff that's being shared or more is simply opinions. Yeah, we're in the middle of an economic downturn, and it is a bummer, but that's because our country's closed down. But that doesn't mean that we're going to go into the next Great Depression over it. That's something I've heard from a few different people today, and something I've read on a few different websites is that, the next Great Depression's coming because of the coronavirus. And some of the facts out there can be scary, but at least you can believe them and you can prepare for them. Don't listen to the opinions. That's a nice segue into my next point. If your anxiety is just shooting out of the roof right now and you can't handle all the news and you're scared out of your mind, just stay off social media. Back when the swine flu happened, I did not have social media. Granted, I was not living in the country at the time. I was living in England. I had heard that America's economy wasn't doing very good, but that's all I knew. And the swine flu, it didn't just affect America. Obviously, it affected people in England too, but I had no idea what was happening because I didn't have social media. My wife, she was in America at the time. She would have been about 20, maybe 21, at the time that the swine flu was going around. She didn't know that it was such a big deal. And you look back at the numbers, a lot of people had swine flu. A lot of people died, but because social media wasn't driving all of that, she just went about her day not knowing that anything was a big issue. It really goes to show that social media, it's driving all the craziness out there. And instead of being crazy, my fifth point, just stay calm. Most of us have people that look up to us, that rely on us. And so there's no point in going crazy, getting scared, and letting especially your loved ones or your small children know how worried you are. Just stay calm. You can't control anything that's happening. And what's happening is not just happening to you, it's happening to the whole country, it's happening to the whole world. So we're all in this together, and you can't control it. You just need to do your best to stay calm and keep those around you calm. Reassure them that everything is going to be okay, because that's the last thing a child needs to hear growing up, that understands what's going on, is thinking that the end of the world is coming, thinking that their parents or their grandparents are going to die. They don't understand, and they don't need that added pressure on them when they're growing up, when they're learning and developing. So keep calm, show love, stay off of social media, don't be selfish, and don't listen to the opinions, only listen to the facts. So instead of being scared, I'm choosing to focus on the good that has and can come out of this. I get to spend extra quality time with my family, I get a better chance to help and serve others, and I get a time right now to kind of take it easy and reset a little bit, which sometimes we get caught up in the day-to-day world, and that's hard to do. I hope that as a society, as a country, that we can learn to love, respect, and rely on those around us, no matter how different each of us are. So, as the world is looking at those things that are scary right now, I'm looking further down the road, and I think that we will have a lot of good stuff eventually come out of this point in our lives. We'll all come together, learn from this, grow from it, and that the country will be better in the long run because of it. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys are being safe. I hope you guys are being healthy. And please remember to spread that love and not fear. And we're going to come out of this okay. Thanks, guys.